your television to UHF 33. Wazobiamax TV. Better entertainment.
They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Center will talk about that. Just like the government, some people don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Welcome back to Asi the Hot. Ezuguchukude, my brother. Nkubi still there inside studio. And with the Nakuna, all the action to do where they come and smoke inside Nigeria political boxing ring. My brother Nkubi been telling us, say, Ogbonge visitor go join us. And we dey tell you now of Asi the Hot, say, now the people when sabi the tori, now we go carry come. So that as they talk, everybody here go stand and we go learn. And we go make what they call informed choices when it reach for us to make the action to move this our country go the permanent site. Our Ogbonge visitor now the person will be say, una know say the former governor of Osun State, Adegboyega Oyetola, when we say now on Saturday midnight, now in tenure expire as governor of Osun State. This is our Ogbonge visitor now in chief press secretary. Anything we consign talk. Now he be the person where we say, if they come from in office, you gonna say yes, this is the governor speaking. He too na journalist though. This work they do news story work. He don't they do am for a very if you turn am one side down. Now two things go fall from the pocket. Book when there is the right
and biro.
Bam. In fact, if you shake away where microphone to go for, because anything news is there in body where. And they talk of no other than Oga Ismail Omipidan. Welcome to Asi the Hot.
Thank you. I thank now where they hear us, where they watch us for all over Nigeria, outside Nigeria. Say una good evening. Thank God say Mima, I get opportunity to come follow talk my own as the hot.
Thank you, you are welcome. We know say when you reach to talk the matter where you go talk am. But before we begin to discuss this thing where don't cause quarrel inside Osun State. Make we chook mouth into some of these stories when we say we don't drop quickly. No, just chook mouth inside. Before we go carry waka, go meet this main story where concern how the former governor and the current governor now be like say quarrel dey between two of them. Make we start with this one where concern the Inspector General of Police. Justice Emo Olajuwon talk say make the IGP go spend 3 months inside prison because of contempt of court. And they talk say this matter concern one man wey they call Mr. Patrick Okoli. That Mr. Patrick Okoli na person wey be say he dey police. They say they use backyard take retire am, and the thing wey be in benefit they not give am. He come carry waka go court. Now for October 21, 2011, before even this IGP they think saying go one day become IGP. Now in court don't give that order. Say this the one I do this man, he no good. Make una do everything when I do to see say this man una give him everything when they won't give. The IGP that time not do him. The one we follow him not do him. The one we follow that one not do him. The one we follow the one we follow the one we follow the one we do. They not do him. He don't come reach in turn now. The thing can't touch him. I won't ask you. People they talk say it be like say those when they for government, they're they above the law. Say if indeed they're not there above the law, this kind of thing not they happen. No also forget say a couple of weeks ago, court too been talk say make EFCC chairman Abdul Rashid Bawa make it to go collect room and parlor for inside prison. People they talk say if na poor man, police go down they run kitty they run kata. But now them when be say they be big people, now then they disobey the law. How you take reason this matter?
Me, I know say I'm saying them disobey law.
Okay.
If you see what in IGP talk, he talks say he no know anything about the matter. If to say then they are above law, judge go even fear to pass judgment. So, be say judge pass judgment, show say nobody there above law.
Okay.
But if we follow say true then they above law, they no go even make the pronouncement. They no go pass the judgment at all. Then go find
way they go use
to cover and say no. But you know, when I first see this story, I've been saying that fake news. You know, say for Nigeria today, these fake news people.
They spread sometimes.
Now for them. So when I've been saying that fake news, I can't sit down. They watch television that evening. I can't see the first PRO. They respond. I say, this is not true. No be real story. No be fake news. I want to believe, say, if true IGP say no. Now when you know,
Okay.
make we see what you go do.
Okay.
Make us wait till you go to.
Okay, make we enter straight into the next story. And this one, we don't describe them. Now, something they very, very saddened and they break heart. And they get to do with one particular madam, what they call Mrs. Blessing, for inside Yako local government for Cross River. Of course, because even when I see the news, I think my mind just break immediately. Say how a mother of two could just look her 11-month-old Peking because of say they disturb me. Because of say they disturb me, make a cook buy you. When you actually hear this particular matter, what will be your reaction? What was your reaction as a parent? And as somebody will say, yes, you raise Peking from birth to the stage where the Peking is right now.
When I first see the story, the first thing I asked myself, I said maybe the person know well. Because may God help us. If village people no follow you, and if nothing do you, to just carry picking where God give you, consent to kill remain. I know things say easy. But as we read them, they say this thing what you call mental health. We say like say head they touch. Because he follow talk say in the hear one voice.
Yes,
Where they give a directive.
Where they give a directive. Anybody who don't reach that stage, means say we need to look and well, make the examine and well. I know sure say na ordinary eye go carry mother, come say
One killing Peking.
I know sure say na ordinary eye. So make we look and well. Make the family, make them try. Maybe,
Get help.
Carry and go hospital. No be to carry and go babalawo or carry and go
Pastor or
Afa. This one, make them carry and go. You know, when we say make people go do tests for psychiatric hospital, if everybody when they work out for road, whenever tear include, now head correct. Some mad people they will say you go they sleep with them. You go they chop with them, but you don't know say their head too.
Something they worry them.
So make them carry them, make them go do test, make them check and well. I know sure say the thing normal.
You know if it's normal, how person go use hand killing your Peking?
No normal.
So I beg
never reach 1 year.
So I beg mental health na serious problem for inside this our country. Then as a society, no be everything that they use they laugh. Some people maybe not because of shame. They no go want ask people for help. I beg, as a society, if we understand, say people they face challenges, make we do everything we do as a people to see, say we help and support each other. The third story before we go enter inside Osun State, our private jet could land inside Osun State. This one get to do with problem when they affect plenty young people.
Yes.
And when you Galachi, Stephen, and also Eze, NDLEA don't show them say you can do every day for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. I won't ask you because if you check Nigeria population, we get so many young people. Unfortunately, like I say, these young people, the people who suppose they inspire them, they don't really they see them. Now why plenty young people go wake up, now go over 2.5, 9 and they fine. The one when they go, they do hook up. The one when they say, nah, Igbo, so this is that is where we say some bad people inside society know say, okay, this is a problem. They'll come begin to pump those things, the entire inside market. People go they buy them and people go they get mental problems. I won't ask you, as NDLEA they do their work where we say, then they pursue these bad people. Which other things you think say them feed do, or society feed do, or well-meaning people for society feed do, or government feed do to see say, as NDLEA they pursue these bad guys, then they balance them. So there are plenty young people. Now good people will go inspire them, then go they find. Nobody wants to go lead them astray. Because we be like society where we say, if you don't get money, nobody go respect you. If you know they wear designer clothes, nobody go respect you. Now only people when they wear designer, get money, drive the big motor, now people they shout baba oh, baba oh, baba oh. And this is they make people they do anything just to make money. What do you think say we fit do as a society?
Before I enter what we fit do, make I follow thank NDLEA for the work what they do. It can't be like say before Buba Marwa enter that place. It can't be like say that place no they exist before. Because since the time where he enter, the kind thing where then they do, the kind people where then they catch, the way then they catch people where they carry cocaine, where they do this, it can't be like say that place no dey work before. For me, that one show say anytime when you carry person wey get brain, when know wetin dey happen, things go waka
Very
the
true.
way dem suppose waka.
Square peg in square holes.
Now, as I talk that one, everybody, all of us, we must contribute to making the society good. Make I give you one small experience. As a journalist, one day, me and one young journalist, he follow me go house. He come see say the small hut where God do for me for Abuja. For him eye, he see say the thing big. He come ask me say, if person dey report business and politics, which one better pass? At first, I no understand wetin he dey talk. Because by that time, me I be political editor.
Okay.
So I can't say, well, I say it depends on the interest where person get. There's some people, they get interest for business, to report business happenings, refinery, banking, wahala. I say, and some people, now this politics, I say it depends. He can't say which one go fetch person money pass. I say, oh.
And
I
why
say,
this
come.
person dey ask this
I say, I
question?
hope so no be because you follow me come house. You see my house, now make you dey ask. Say, I say, you know the year where I don't begin work.
Very true.
I consider them that day. I tell her, I said, see, this job, what would they do? Now God, they bless person. If you pursue money, you no go make name for this job.
Very true.
And if you make this name, the money go come. Whether you like them or not. They go look for you. I come sit and down, talk to him. I thank God, say he listen to me. And today, they do well for this generation. So, all of us, we must begin to enlighten people. Tell them, say, this thing no good. Anybody where we know saying we no good, where you come make them, make we know they ever use them do
example for young people, especially.
For young people. Make we know they ever use them do example. And anytime where God catch them, make we no follow join body say make them
Make we
find
leave
how
am
them go
because he
leave
come
am.
from our state, or we dey go the same
Make we
church or
see say
mosque.
them punish them. So that those other, because you see as children they grow up, now wetin elders they do.
Yes, now
Nine
them
then
will follow.
Nine then they follow, nine
Very
then
true.
they see.
Very true.
So all of us, not be only government, all of us, because they say society start from family unit. Say now from family, it go turn to community. So all of us individually, make we begin tell people, say hard work, na him pay. And where we see say people no do work the way they supposed to, or where people they do bad thing, make all of us join out.
Condemn am.
am.
Very true. Very true.
That way.
Very true. Very true. Our people waiting for us. We get 10 minutes before we go the next break. And when we go that break, come back. Una go fit call us to chook mouth inside this street tori. When we say our Ogbonge visitor, una go know say na news person.
Yeah.
The way you take answer them straight to the point. Una go know say who sabi. But we will land inside the Osun State. Abi state of Osun. I don't know which one now because.
Osun State, yeah. Now, state of Osun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Osun.
Osun dey inside.
Osun dey inside.
Okay.
Whether Osun State or state of Osun.
Okay.
On Sunday, the new governor, they been swear him in, Governor Ademola Jackson Adeleke. And he talk say it's not going to be business as usual. Say not be dancing, con dance, say na action. He take some kind of action. Executive orders 3, 4, and 5. 3 na for employment. 4 na for appointment. 5 na everything wey concern chieftaincy arrangement. But e be like say this don't come dey cause quarrel inside the state. According to the executive orders, they talk say any appointment after July, from July 17th, that's after they do the governorship elections, say the thing not stand, it not balance again. But some people go they talk say, e be like say this one na wickedness on the part of the new governor. One of the things where they talk now say in sack 12,000 workers. And if they talk say these 12,000 people, now the governor when they there before he enter, now he appoint them. He also talk say the appointment where the governor being appoint injury time of in administration also be like say one put pressure for in government, and for the chieftaincy one he talk say confusion don already dey, wahala don dey. He can't take that action so that more problem no go dey. Oga Ismail Omipidan, this what is the cause quarrel for inside Osun State?
Well, me I no see am as quarrel.
Okay.
I see him as a person where, you know, if you get sense, if you enter any place new, you go first of all sit down, look left, look right, look front, look back. Watch wetin dey happen before you begin talk or do anything. Because if you just enter place now, you begin waka anyhow. If you no dey careful, you fit enter gutter. And if you enter gutter, na God fit help you to comot inside. All of us we know say if they elect governor or president, e get time wey dem dey use for office.
Yes.
As they elect Oyetola 2018, they swear am in November 27, 2018. By law, until the night of November 26, na still be governor. When I hear when the new governor say every action where Oyetola don't take from July 17, say nullify, I say na be saying inauguration too na nullify because now we sign paper where they carry arrange that inauguration. Now we sign paper where they carry comot money plan for the inauguration. So if you say every action where Oyetola take from July 17, say na nullity, it means say your inauguration too na nullity. The 12,000 workers where they talk for October, where the person where they follow him talk, when he been raised that allegation, I say, my brother, this one na lie you, they lie you. I hope say when time come, if una see say this thing where una dey talk na lie, na go come tell country people say una sorry, una lie. I say because this 12,000, I don't know where una get the figure from. Wetin be the total workforce for Osun? Where you go come say from July to November, we employ 12,000. Look at this way. From July to November, we pay salary. The only time where we no pay salary na November. And not me say we no want pay. Oyetola approve salary on the 23rd of November. But because some workers will believe say Oyetola they go for November 27, they come begin listen to somebody who never get authority
Whenever I enter into power.
to carry action. They refuse to allow workers get their money. As I dey talk today, so Osun workers never get November salary. And if it happens, say he enter tomorrow before they get them, it will be the first time for the 4 years where we spend. The 4 years where we spend for office, we no borrow 10 kobo from any bank. We work, we do road, we do hospital, we do primary health care. Plenty things where we do. The debt where they leave for us, plenty reach like past 200 billion.
Debt.
Now me tell
From,
you,
the
from the
previous
previous governor, we pay inside that debt, so we pay like 97 billion. We can't dey go, we still leave 14 billion for government account them. So all these things they there. Inside that 14 billion, now we sign salary where they no pay.
Okay.
The appointment where then they talk, most of those appointments will start time before election. That's why if people say we do some of those things to create problem for the new governor, I say now we say we they create problem for ourselves because we start something before election. We don't even know how election go. We would do am to further entrench us. You say we they create problem for new governor.
New governor.
Except they won't tell me say they know say the election go happen the way it happen. Because we start all these things before election. Teacher, for example, you know, before we enter, if you remember where for Osun, you get one time where people they wear masquerade.
Problem be there about school uniform.
Go school.
Yes.
Single uniform. The people come say they don't want them, they don't like them. So as we come, it's there among the first thing what we do we remove that single uniform. But the committee where we put together to help us look into the wahala for the education sector, they come and comment, say, we need 7,500 teachers for our primary and post-primary school to make things work well.
Okay.
We will come look and we come say, we're not going to take 7,500 though, but we fit take 2,500.
Okay.
Now we can't call JAMB. JAMB help us do interview for them because we don't want situation where we say they go say
now we.
Now JAMB can't do the exam for them. So those who pass, we take them. We can say, okay, we go do the recruitment one after another.
Okay.
We go first do 1,000. And we start that 1,000 early this year, before election. After we take the 1,000, we can't begin take the 1,005. So for the employment where they talk, I don't know where they get that 12,000 figure. Generally, you know go past 2,000 where we do. And the chunk of it now from teacher. 1,500 teachers to complete the recruitment where we start. We talk am from beginning, say, na 2,500 we go take, but we go do am one after the other.
So, it be like, say, these 12,000 when they talk now, I lie, then they lie.
I lie now. I don't challenge them a day before yesterday. I say, these 12,000, make una
Publish their names.
Their names. Where they? Where the 12,000 they? And to tell you, say, na lie, then they lie. You know, they don't begin change them now. They say no, they don't even sack anybody.
Then just want check the thing.
Now, if you want check something, make una hear me well.
Okay.
You say you want put committee to check something. Fine. Committee never sit down. Committee never work. You can't say this one, the nullity. I don't know how person will put the two together.
It just be like say you blow final whistle before match starts.
Before match start. Now, see the monarch own too.
Yes.
All the traditional rulers where we put, then they like 20. Some they for in area where you come from. How come when we say now only 3?
Now can they cause a problem?
Now in then they put eye on. If no be politics. One of those 3, now our former chairman. APC former chairman. Is there among one of those 3? Now, one of them, they do a selection for over 1 year ago. But some people go court.
So to settle the matter.
Now, Oyetola can say, any matter where they court, he no go touch them. He no go do the confirmation. So, until they clear that order that time, now, we can't do ESCO. We can't do the confirmation.
Okay, Ismail,
Now,
go for no, not this. Because of say we need to enter quick break. When we go this break, come back. You don't explain executive order 3 for us. The one way concern employment. Now you did the one way concern chieftaincy and monarchy arrangement. When we go this break, come back. You go talk about appointments because they talk say 30 permanent secretaries too for 9 minutes too. Now you also appoint. They will come begin to take phone calls. Make una call and tell us what you think about this matter. So no go anywhere and still ask the heart.
Talk about that. You have to the government some people down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Be strong, my brother. One blood, one soul, one heart.
Blood, no glory.
No glory, no blood.
No blood, no glory.
No glory, no blood.
No blood.
No glory.
Abattoir, a Mount Zion film production, showing 10:30 a.m. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on wazobiamax TV.
Getting better school grades just got easier. Watch the lessons on Wazobia TV every Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. You can also download the U-Lesson app on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store.
You know, my best conversations are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God. Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow. Sweet, I'll be like...
I can't play your part, you can't play my part.
You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there are some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Dr. Makinde said, Mika, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Trudy showing Sundays 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
The government some people down here, they will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Center will talk about that. Yabla said the government some people down here, they will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Welcome back to Aside Hot. Ezuku Chukudi and my brother Unkubi, our Ogbonge visitor, Oga Ismail Omipidan, will be journalist and the person will be chief press secretary of the former governor of Osun State, Oga Adegboyega Oyetola. And I be the person will be say anything will concern news for inside Osun State when they come out from the mouth of the governor. I be the person will be say they run am, but the governor don't turn to former now. And the new one when they there, now Governor Ademola Jackson Adeleke. When they discuss the small quarrel, when be like say they happen for Osun State, he say no be quarrel. Say this is na facts. And he don't provide the own. And this one, he they use them counter the ones when they ground. Before we go that break, we'll be telling us, say, una go call and talk in our mind. But we go like making just chook mouth, complete that chieftaincy one, then you go talk about the appointment before we come begin the take calls. We they tell us, say, the people when concern the matter, when Sabi and then when they carry come. And we will allow you complete the one way concern those chieftaincy.
Thank you.
Talk say some people from in place to follow. But
yes.
If I say this one, now somebody will be former chairman of the party. If I say that what they pay now.
Out of the 20 where we do, over 20 where we do, he can't say now only 3. Now, he say make police take over their palaces. But yesterday, he say he no sack traditional ruler. You know, it be like say they no understand what they want to do, or they don't know what they do. Because today they go talk one, tomorrow they will say no, now 1B. In fact, in spokesperson, yesterday for radio for Osun, he talks say
Lawale Rashid.
He say all the journalists will report the sacking of workers. He say they misquoting Oga. The person when they anchor the program can say, nah, read this thing now. He say every action taken from July 17 is a nullity. What do you explain nullity?
What does nullity mean?
But to talk about those monarchs again, assuming without conceding, say true, wahala dey and people dey court, the governor na him come be judge. Sebi if you wait, allow court to decide. No be say you go come say na you go settle matter where dey court. You no be judge. You say na you go settle am. No be so then they do things. No be so then they do. Then the appointment on again. If you now remember well for Osun, you get one time where then they pay half salary. Workers know they get their full salary. They call the governor that time saying na Baba Afusa.
Go have salary, Afusa.
Now, during that period, workers say you get some kind of promotion what they do. Where we say money no follow am. Where we say na for mouth. Then come talk am again say some of them don't take for one position. So this matter plenty. Then we know they use permanent secretary completely for Osun. We they use what they call coordinating directors for state. Then for local government, we they use council manager as against head of administration. So workers can't join body, can't talk, say, all these things, they no like them. Say, make governor, make you look into the thing. We begin look at small. It can't reach May 1. We never do election, no. May 1, May Day. Workers Day. Then come present those 7 demands. And you know, before we enter government, the perception we no good, we say, then say progressive government, they anti-workers. So they don't like workers. So we want to show people, say, now people where they aim of affair, now them fit they do things where no they in line with what party talk. Say, no be saying that progressive government, they anti-people. So because of that, we ensure, say, we take care of our workers well. Anything where they bring, we they grant them. So that day, governor can grant all those 7 demands. So we're going to begin implement them small. In fact, the day, about a day or 2 days to election, some workers, they go write their promotion exam. So to show, say, we not talk, not do. So since we don't promise, say we go do this thing, we don't do local government own. We don't restore people where they promote since 2018 also before we come in, where they don't get benefit. We don't implement them. So the one will remain now that palm sec wahala. And we don't promise. One thing we thought we say anything where we not go do, we not go ever talk say we go do them. As a matter of fact, when we want to do election, that half salary matter, workers come meet me. Say, make I tell Oga, say, PDP candidate don't promise them, say, within 6 months, to go clear this half salary. Say, make I tell Oga too. Say, even if Oga no go do, make Oga just talk and format, say, go do. I say, my Oga no go agree to lie. Because anything where you no go do, he no go tell you, say, he go do. But anything where you talk, and God, they help us. They help us with the do. So, the permanent secretary appointment, now part of the fulfillment of promise where we make before election. And the process start long before election. Don't be say now when we they go now we just because if we no do it, it gets some people will go say come say people na promise say na go do this thing and na say anything wey na promise na they do why una no do.
Okay, make I quickly jump into
if anything, I think they supposed President Oyetola for working in his stock because January this year for New Year where they greet people say Happy New Year. He talk and say, this year, 2022, now election year for Osun. But as a responsible and responsive government, we no go allow politics to take shine of governance. We no go allow politics, and that is why from the up to the last day, we they work. If I get some roads where we begin to before election, even after election, waka the way waka, we still complete the road.
Okay, I want to ask one question, but before then, make we remind our viewers, say, our telephone line will be open now. Now, if you call in, contribute. Any question when I want to ask our guests, when I call, ask our guests. Okay, looking at everything we don't say talk now, and looking at the fact, say, a lot of these activities where they cause this particular bone of contention between, of course, the past government and this new government. Just like say, a lot of these things, they happen at the latter hour.
The 9 minutes.
9 minutes. So let's just say this year. Why we say government we don't dey into government into the system for like over 4, let's say 4 years. You come based now at this latter hour, they can't accomplish some of these things, all these promises they say they want to fulfill, and suddenly out of nowhere, the new government can't see them as threat or as issue. Why can't they happen? Why it happen at the 11th hour?
We promise May. Say we go appoint permanent secretaries. Say we go stop coordinating directors. May. Now we promise. Now that May we promise say we go change council from council manager for local government to head of administration. Now that May we promise say all the promotion where depending we go do them. Now that May we promise say those who don't take for one position where they never get promotion we go do them. So now May like 2 months to election. So if to say now to create problem for new government, we'll not go start time before election.
Very true. Okay, Ismail Omipidan, we get Ayomide from Jos. Ayomide, welcome to Aside Hot.
Okay. So I want to contribute.
Right.
Go ahead.
They hear you.
I don't hear myself.
Continue.
Good evening, Ayomide.
I beg if you want call us to reduce the volume of your television. Once you hear hello, begin to talk your mind because your name is already there on top of our screen. Miriam, they call us from Lagos. Miriam, welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening, other material and
we greet you, Miriam.
Madam Miriam, we greet you.
Good evening.
My sister, good evening, ma.
Back to the matter. Mental evaluation is really very important at this time because people are really going through a lot. Are we talking about the high cost of foodstuff? Are we talking about the fuel scarcity? Are we talking about the loss of jobs? We have a lot of things going on with everybody. We don't have the rich of the rich anymore. We only have the poor of the poorest. There is no longer middle class. It's either the richest or the poorest. That is the classes that we have now. So mental evaluation is very, very important. Please, when somebody is going through a lot, when the person meets you and discuss something with you, if you know you cannot help the person, please don't gossip the person. Please, because you really drive the person crazy. Then thank you, NDLEA, for what you are doing, especially Buba Marwa. May God bless him because we are seeing his handwork. God bless us.
Amen. Miriam, thank you very much. Emmanuel, they call us from Lagos. Emmanuel, welcome to our city hot.
Good morning, Ogato.
Good evening, Oga Emmanuel.
I want to ask Oga, I want to took mouth for what Oga they come.
Oh yeah, took mouth.
What I want took mouth is say now this 9-minute appointment where they hear from their mouth. Why is that? Is that 9 minutes that they must put that they must appoint people for the know that they are not going to win the election. They know that they don't be them they want to win the election. I'm not people won't come and say. And they started they put people for that 9 minutes where they say they know that they not be them where still there for that place. So I want to took my for that. I want to ask them.
All right.
That they do
all right. Oga Emmanuel, thank you very much for this your question. Oga Emmanuel don't talk say even though na May 1st, but election don't come. The person when they are not win. Say you not think say for just cuckoo wait. Maybe you go even make them as a recommendation to the new person where they enter. Because some people go they suspect say this 9 minutes something. It be like saying a problem it won't cost. Now when Oga Emmanuel they talk, I just make a break and down for you.
See, before we do anything, especially where involve money, we dey do the calculation. The time when we come for 2018, nobody knows say we go fit pay salary. But because we manage resources well, we know they spend anyhow. We dey think well before we do anything. Now make we do government for 4 years. We no borrow 10 kobo from any bank.
Kai.
We no add to the gbese where we inherit. We reduce from the gbese. So this appointment, what did they talk about? We don't look at. We don't look waiting you go add to the wage bill. And now something where they very, very insignificant. That is why if to say this governor go take time, look the handing over note.
He go see some of the things when they inside. Not best Oga Ismail, we get Mubarak from Benue. Mubarak, welcome to our city hot.
Yeah, good evening.
We greet Oga Mubarak.
Good evening, Mubarak.
Yes, sir, I have a question for our guest.
All right, go ahead with your question.
Sir, about the case with tribunal, I don't know, is Oyetola going to reclaim his victory?
All right, Mubarak, na straight question.
Thank you, thank you, Mubarak. By the grace of God, we go reclaim that mandate. You know why? Now, two things will carry go that tribunal. One, we dey talk say the man where they declare winner, say you no suppose contest at all. If you now remember, after 2018 election, then carry am go court, say he forged certificates. Where he carry contest that 2018 election. The case continue up to 2019. He can't say in the sick, say he won't go Bodo Uibo. Court can't say, oh yeah, Ngwanu go. From that time where he go, nobody hear anything about him. Until election remain like 1 year, he can't contest. So we the challenge him say, the thing where he say he get, where he can say he no qualify. One. Two, now no say beavers. Then they can't do accreditation before they vote. Now, the Beavers report, after election, when we apply for INEC, where INEC give us what they call certified true copy, we see, say, overvoting there for 749 polling units out of the over 3,000 polling units where we get for Osun. Inside the Beavers report, we see, say, people where they say they come for accreditation to vote, plus the number of votes where they say they get. Number of votes where they say they get, a past number of people will come do accreditation. And what in the law talk say, even if now one, it carry pass, it's a nullification. So we believe, say, by the grace of God, this mandate we go collect them back because everything there to show say
novice or guys somebody they call us from Osun State. Kolawole, welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening, my people.
We greet you, Kolawole.
You guys are doing very great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me go fast. About the my governor for Osun State, me I would just advise and make it calm down. But because he's a choosing one, now waiting what people want, now what people vote for. But maybe just calm down too. About the NDLA matter, where they kudos to NDLA, where they keep doing their great work. They got their post all.
Amen.
Bro.
Kolawole, thank you very much. Oga Ismail, may I ask one question? Because you talk about Gbese when the government of Governor Oyetola meets. But people like say that Gbese, nobody really hear about him. He just chest the Gbese, just carry the thing. He dey solve am small. But nobody forget say the government when they there before, when spend 8 years. Now the same party, All Progressives Congress, APC, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, she now say because of say two of them come from the same party. Now he make am no really loud the thing. He just the answer Baba Fusa, they pay half salary, they do everything. But this new one wey enter now because he come from another party, he no go keep quiet. Because if una dey the same party, una dey always dey form, una no go want talk the thing.
So,
no vex before you answer the question. Ikechukwu dey on top of our telephone line. Okay. After Ikechukwu, you go answer. Ikechukwu from Abia, welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ikechukwu.
Okay, I want to say one thing is that what Adeleke did is executive rascality. Number one, there are a rules and regulation, code of conduct bureau on how you remove and terminate the appointment of a bureaucracy servant. Civil servants follow that bureaucracy. Okay. It's not a public servant where you just hire and fire. First of all, set up a board panel and investigate if there's a kind of any allegation. We can say proceed for suspension, then forthwith to terminate appointment after due investigation.
Okay.
After traditional ruler detriment, I've said it's under residual lease. Yes, it's a common law within the local government. But in Nigeria, the duty of executive governor is to issue the staff of office and not to dethrone elected officer. Even if you want to do it, you do it politically within the council of elders. You follow that process. You understand? And the issue of renaming of a state is a federal matter. It's exclusive right of the federal government. You don't rename a state. It's exclusively, it's a federal constitution that creates the state, including a city, and name it.
All right, Ikechukwu, thank you very much for this your important contribution. This talk now talk will continue, but we'll just allow you that one way concern party and party.
Yeah.
Before we wrap.
You see, but what happen we say when we come among ourselves, we agree say no need to lament. Because you see, when you begin lament, you go just lament, you no go do anything. So what they will do, we say we just draw line. Say now here work stop, bam, we draw line. We come begin work. We begin work. We begin work. See, it gets sometimes, okay. This federal allocation, what we they collect from Abuja, I think like 3 times or so, we get 0 allocation.
Osun State get 0 allocation.
We get 0 allocation, and we still pay salary. We no owe salary.
Make a quickly chip in this. You go continue from where you stop.
It depends on person where they there. Once your head complete where you no go know what to do.
This lamenting, if the government had taken over from an opposition party, change this lamenting for pick up. Or the change the government
see, want this government will take over now. Thank God. You know say we leave them with Gbese. You know talk say we borrow for 4 years. We live on with money, 14 billion. Not be more, 14 billion, now we live. And we don't add to the Gbese, where we will come inherit. Instead, we pay from inside. We pay 97 billion from inside. Just imagine, if we get like 50 from that 97 to work, despite all that, we still work. Some roads where we build for Osun, now road where we say they never build them since 33 years ago. Some since 44 years ago. When we build for Osun, so we come carry flyover, join them for state capital. We build that flyover under 1 year. We not borrow 10 kobo from anywhere. So it's a different thing if to say the man they talk say, we don't live on with gbese, we don't add to the gbese where we you know talk that one now. You know talk that one. So and since Sunday where don't take over, where we don't give our still worship, explain what thing we they leave behind, explain what thing we do. We never hear make them come talk say this thing. In fact, apart from that 14 billion, we still leave I think about $700 million US. Can you enjoy? Oyetola try.
Oga Ismail Omipidan, the former chief press secretary of the former governor of the immediate past governor of Osun State, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Thank you very much. Say you carry waka, come join us.
God bless
how
you.
You take talk this matter. Our people when they fast, they talk say Nigeria and our country no go spoil. Make we join our hand together to move this our country go the permanent site. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 o'clock go reach 8 o'clock. Now una they see us here. Make una sleep well this night. Una bye bye. Thank you, sir.
God bless
you, sir.
Overconfident women.
Don't touch me without my permission.
I'm a playful guy and I do get carried away sometimes.
You are selfish, manipulative, and you are a narcissist.
After all I've done for you.
What have you done for me?
For this place.
What's your face be?
Don't say you selfie.
Continue. I sit on my lap, baby.
How much did they pay you to sleep underwater?
But they don't pay me.
No vex. Just
they use bonnet. No, I sleep anyhow. I want to sleep like this. I want to put my leg.
Now, I want to ask you one question quickly. You get girlfriend?
Baby, we go way back. I was there for you when money no day.
You been leave me, I remember. You leave me.
thank you very much, Night.
Congratulations, Mona. Clap for them.
Come over him here, though.
No, that killing our brother.